Hey guys, what's up? It's Brandon here from the Nest podcast. Normally I've got my green screen going and all kinds of stuff, but my computer's on the fritz right now, so I'm doing this from my phone. I hope the audio's okay, but week 3 is still going to happen in the NFL, so you know what that means? It means it's time for another 5-minute fantasy. All right, guys, week 3 is here, and I'm stoked for it. There's been a lot going on this week, though, so let's get right into our stardoms and situms for the week. First off, at quarterback, Cam Newton is that man again. He definitely needs to be in your starting lineup if you've got him. Dude threw for 400 yards almost last week. He's already over 500 on the season with 5 total touchdowns. He's going to continue that pace in week 3. He's got a Pringles can sized chip on his shoulder, and he's just going out there and balling against every team that he thinks gave him a bit of a slight. Against the Raiders this week, I expect him to keep that line moving. Someone else that you need to start this week is Big Ben. Big Ben's coming back off of his arm injury, his elbow injury, but he's proven that he's still got it. He's thrown for over 500 yards and 5 touchdown passes in his first 2 games, and I expect for him to be a big boom against the Texans secondary. Let's switch over to running backs, where I know a lot of you guys probably have some holes to fill because of the injuries from Saquon Barkley and Christian McCaffrey. Uh, that being said, you definitely want to start Mike Davis from the Panthers if you've got him, and Dion Lewis for the Giants, not Devontae Freeman if from the Giants. Uh, the reason for that is I just don't think Devontae Freeman's going to be that integrated into the Giants' schemes and everything, and Lewis has been there from the beginning, so he's going to be better suited to go out there and start this week. Also at running back, Kareem Hunt looks like the man that we knew and loved in Kansas City before he was subsequently uh, released and suspended and all that stuff. It looks like he's gotten back in. He's acclimated to that Browns offense, and he's definitely making them look really good. From the Nest, Zach pointed out that DK Metcalf from the Seahawks was looking really good. And I agree 100%. He's on my stardoms this week. He hauled in nearly 100 yards in the first 2 weeks. So he's definitely Russell Wilson's primary go to guy. Russell Gage is also going to have a huge uptick this week because of the fact that there's an injury to Julio Jones. Calvin Ridley's probably going to attract a lot of double coverage, double team, so that's going to leave Russell Gage as a one-on-one type guy. Tight ends, you've got Tyler Higbee that hauled in 3 touchdown catches. Seems that he and Goff have reconnected and they're reestablished what they were using last season. So definitely start Higbee if you've got him. Let's go on to the situms now. This is the guys that you want to stay away from if at all possible. And for me right now, it's Drew Brees. Drew Brees is a future Hall of Famer in the league. He's one of the best to ever play the game, but he's 0-2 in his career without Mike Thomas. Mike Thomas is not playing this year or this week. So let's stay away from Drew Brees. He looked, pretty crappy, let's be honest, against the Raiders in week 2, and I don't see that he's going to be able to really get going without can't guard Mike. Another guy that we want to stay away from is Deshaun Watson. He just hasn't been able to click with the current stable of wide receivers that they have there in Houston. After D-Hop left, it's kind of been a nightmare, and it is what it is. Unless they bring in Antonio Brown, like the rumors are saying, I think that Deshaun Watson is going to have a very down year. For running backs, let's stay away from Ronald Jones II. He looked like he was going to be the man in Tampa Bay, but then Leonard Fournette came in. He started getting going, and it looks like Ronald Jones is going to be the odd man out there. Sonny Michel, in the New England offense is going to take a big blow this week as well because James White is going to be returning to the lineup. Cam Newton is, like I said, the starter for the Patriots. He's going to be getting a majority of those rushes. So Sonny Michel might not be the guy that you want to have in your lineup. For wide receivers, you want to stay away from AJ Green. This guy has been targeted 5 million times this season, and he's only caught the ball, I think, 8 times for 80 yards. That's not something that you want out of your wide receiver one position. It looks like Tyler Boyd is going to be the man there in Cincinnati that Burrow has linked up with the most. Sterling Shepard for the Giants is also a guy that we want to stay away from. The loss to Barkley not only hurts the running back position, but it also hurts their wide receivers because now defenses can clue in more on double teaming on Shepard without respecting the run as much. Let's also go ahead and just move away from the Rob Gronkowski experiment. Even his head coach, Bruce Arians, has said that it's not really working out. Gronk famously is good at getting off the line, shooting downfield, and being able to get open where Brady just dumps in like a 30-yard pass to him. The problem is Gronk's not been able to get any kind of separation from people this year, so he's definitely slowed down quite a bit. Of course, the big injury updates this week, I mentioned Mike Thomas is out. Devontae Adams for the Green Bay Packers is out. So if you've got him, make sure that you're monitoring that, but he's already been ruled out, so you want to go ahead and put in whoever you have. MVS is going to be his main replacement there in Green Bay, so hopefully you've got him on your lineup. If not, make sure you plug somebody else in for that Devontae Freeman role. Thank you guys for watching. If this has helped you or any of your friends on fantasy, make sure that you like and subscribe for more weekly fantasy advice and tips. Tune in to the Nest podcast Monday at 8 for a full NFL recap. And be a friend, tell a friend. We'll see you later. Peace.